Well, howdy, fellas. Join Percy and Martin on tour. Two Manx fellas, one microphone, and absolutely zero supervision.
Well, let's do some introductions to get going. We'll go around the table.
Hello,
Joe.
I'm Joe. I'm 50% of this place, 50% of the meadow.
Cheers. I'm Danny. The other 50%, Joe's brother.
Okay. And the meadow being...
So this is our baby. So it's quite a cool setup actually in here. We are in the new gym, week 4 of being open, but we've had the meadow as our brand, as our gym for 4 years.
Yeah.
So,
It's come a long way from the start.
Yeah.
We look back at the pictures and see the old place, and I'm like, it makes me sick looking at it because it's just,
Well, we were just two young lads opening the gym. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of chucked into the fitness world, and then it's gone from there. But yeah.
What's your impression, Percy, the first time you've been here?
I think it's funky and different. And the ceilings are very high.
yeah.
They are.
That was the first thing I remember when I walked in. I thought, oh my good God, no one's going to hit the head up there, are they?
You're close, though, aren't you? If anyone's got it,
It used to be squash courts.
It did, yeah. So this was
Really?
the squash courts. I think I've been in there as a kid, maybe like 6, and then it was jump zone. So like a kids' play area, trampoline park, and then it came up, and someone suggested it to us. Just as a Meadow Wonkin question mark, and we like laughed, and then we put an application proposal in, and we got it.
Right.
So we thought,
Really?
yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Especially-
As a kid being in here, and then now all of a sudden you're sort of
It's mad.
running your business out of here. You think, well, I'd be looking back and what? How is this happening?
Yeah.
But how do you think it has happened? Like hard graft or raking things and
definitely
then
a lot of
fixing
that.
it? Or,
Yeah.
or what's the sketch?
I
of
think
it?
we love coaching side of it, and we're terrible at the business side of it.
That's the beauty, though, isn't it?
It is. It's like you said, we're just two kids who love coaching and ended up with a business and just had to find our feet along the way. And it has just grown through, because it's the Isle of Man, it's word of mouth. It's like you have a place that's a good, enjoyable place to come that gets results. People talk, and then people come, and it grows and it grows, and then all of a sudden,
Was that key then, the community thing? Because that's the vibe I get
I
from
think-
it around.
I
Speaking
think
of
that's-
Big time. I think that's what we are. Everything's about, like, obviously it's a CrossFit and functional fitness is a class-based environment, and I think some love it, some hate it. Some people will never. They'll say, I love training on my own, and that's fine, but it's that shared suffering, I think, and the hardest bit's just getting through the door. But I think if you're good at what you do, which I believe we are, you'll just, good things will come. So it's just, I think we've evolved over the 4 years. I mean, Percy, we're just having a talk then about being younger, and I think what's meant for you won't pass you by, and we've grafted, haven't we?
it's been an interesting 4 years.
I presume that was a big leap then to get that first rented property. That's a big,
Yeah.
because then you're very young.
So we just filming some content before actually about how we got into the industry and stuff. And I used to work in PokerStars for a few years, and it was good, but it just wasn't for me. Like, I'm raging ADHD. I'm trying to sit
still.
This is hard enough sitting here. But so I kind of got into coaching and fitness, and it went from there. But yeah, like you said, going from working in a gym for someone else to paying rent it's a big.
And all the other bills that come
Well,
with
that
it.
pressure, mate. What is it? That pressure to make it work sometimes makes things the best.
Yeah.
If you were just given this place, you'd probably be a bit of maybe a bit more lethargic about it because you don't have to do it. If you've got yourself in a situation where you're like, boy, we've got to make it work. You've got no choice.
You find a way, don't you?
And you come out swinging, and that's the best way to do it.
Rent's
sometimes.
due, innit? Rents, rates.
And that makes the best environment sometimes for success because you've got no other choice.
I agree.
Did you get much help at the outset?
So in what sense? Like, obviously we are a franchise of what is now 2012 Fitness, so CrossFit IOM. So there's how many? We've de-affiliated from the word CrossFit now, but there's the Meadow, there's Braddon or 2012 Fitness, there's Meadow West, which is now Gasworks, down south, and the unit in Ramsey. So there's 5 gyms under that umbrella. So Dan and Aaron are very good at giving us their business expertise, I suppose. But a lot of it's just
figure out along the way.
working it out yourself, isn't it?
I think we've even in the last 3 weeks, so many things have changed in here. Like figuring out that doesn't work there. That needs to go in that room. It's ever evolving, isn't it?
But where did your love of fitness actually begin? Like, have you always been into sports or weightlifting, or how's that looked?
Yes and no, really. I was like, I would say we were average to above average at
in
a
school.
lot of things, but never specialist of anything.
Yeah, so I was maybe more sporty, wasn't I?
Yeah.
So I've always loved sport. We were just talking
Skinny
before.
fat kid.
As you were the skinny fat kid, you were the skinny kid, I was the fat kid, wasn't it? But I've always played rugby and hockey, and nothing has changed at all. Wait till these cameras are off.
Skinny in the back of the gym.
Yeah. But like, I've had rugby, and I think I sat back a couple of years in school, and I was the only one old enough to go to the gym. So then I'd have a bit more gym experience. Then people would come down to the gym with me in lunch. And then I thought, actually, I can do this as a job. It's crazy. Yeah. And then started doing my exams, and then just went from there. But I think when you find, or when you coach someone, you see the benefits they get, it's like, one more of this. Like people walking out are crazy. It's so crazy.
I say you win so much more as a coach than you do as an athlete, because you win countless times a day through different people, and even supporting them at different competitions. It's like when they do well, you feel that, and it's I can't beat that feeling.
Yeah, like a pass on of emotion.
100%.
Okay, like we've both competed at CrossFit, and you've done jiu-jitsu and rugby, whatever, but I get more out of now the clients going to competitions and helping them.
Seeing them achieve things they never thought they were capable of.
It goes like teamwork, isn't it?
Yes, 100%. And then it comes all full circle back to the community thing of like, you love to see everyone around you doing well. Even like in a class, if someone hits a PB, everyone else is so buzzing for them. It's not like, oh, I'm fuming he's hit that because I haven't hit that. It's everyone just
so cool.
People have done well.
But why would someone choose to work out by themselves rather than an environment like this? What are the pros and cons in that situation?
I suppose there's a few, isn't there? So even just as a financial, like CrossFit as a brand or as a way of training isn't cheap. Do you know what I mean? You can get a commercial gym for £30.
Yeah.
But that's what you get. You may have no knowledge and no background, so you just go in there, like you were saying with you before.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do? Oh, right, that's busy over there. I'll just go on the treadmill. Whereas what we do is coached. So someone will come in with different things every day. So today could be bench press or back squat and some rowing, but it's PT basically, group based.
Periodized, structured training that is progressive. So it's not just, go and do 10 of them and then 5 of them. It's all broken down, macro and then micro, and
So it's like you come in, you get the group, so that the benefits would be like you get the shared suffering, the group training. Like if I'm on a rower and someone's next to me and I think, fuck, they're busting it out on there, right? I need to maybe up my pace. Then you've got like when you win, when you do something good, like your max box jump or like Joe said, back squat or a row, everyone's there for you. Accountability as well. Like
that's the other thing. If you miss a couple of sessions and someone's like, "Oh, I haven't seen so and so in a while," you're like, "Do you know what? Yeah. That's usually before us. Sometimes they'll fire them a message and be like, "Oh, I haven't seen you. How you been?" And it could be like, "Oh, something's going on in their life." But sometimes it's just that little message that you need to.
If you train at 6 a.m. you're not there. The 6 a.m.ers, so they'll be like, "Oh, where's?" Yeah. It's cool, innit? And now we've realised that. There's a girls group chat for some of the classes. There's people who have made friends. We've had people like get married almost from meeting in here. It's so crazy. Like it is just it's an environment which is, I think people need to sample to understand it really.
You mentioned earlier the hardest thing's getting through the door. Is that just experience?
It's so heavy.
Percy can push over for you.
Percy have to turn it sideways.
The thing is, there's just misconceptions of what group training. People say, "Oh, I could never do that. Oh, I could never lift them heavy weights or do that Olympic lifting." And like my mum trained on the class today, and she's 63. 3, 4. Do you know what I mean? And the session today was front squat and box jumps, and whether you're jumping on a 40-inch box or a 12-inch mat, it's the same. Strict pressing overhead. It could be a wooden stick or a bar.
Differs by intensity, not type. They're all doing the same thing, just meeting them where they're at.
Oh, okay.
So your grandma could come in and it can be adapted that she gets the same stimulus and is then coached under someone who's got the knowledge to keep them safe and to give them the motivation. I think it's just, you could be, so we go from age 3, kids all the way up to
73.
70, yeah. So it is mad,
That is bananas.
Yeah.
isn't it? And the session, you could have the same session for all the way through, just slightly tweaked.
I think we've had 3 generations of a family in the Meadow at the same time.
Yeah, son, daughter,
Which is cool.
and
That is
granddad.
very cool.
Yeah.
But talking about generations and family, how have you felt working together as brothers? Like, because
Thought you can answer that.
like I work with my little brother, and you have challenging.
Yeah, we have our moments,
challenging
definitely.
days, man. You got to
Yeah.
try and manage that relationship accordingly. I think.
And it's an interesting one because you go home and you're still business partners, and like the work spills over into your home life as well. And then I realized for a big period of time that we almost like stopped being brothers and we were just business partners. And you sort of have to like take a step back and be like, all right, let's go play golf or something.
Being present, isn't it?
Yeah,
Trying to
big
be
time.
present in that relationship and recognise that maybe there's things we need to work on for our brotherly relationship, which are actually going to affect the workplace.
Yeah.
That comes first at all times. It has to.
First, and I think that's part of our brand as well. That we're brothers, and we're quite silly, and we can have a laugh as well because it's quite stuff in here is hard. Do you know what I mean? Like max effort on the row is hard. Your max back squat is hard stuff. So if we can make it a fun environment. Like we've been fighting on the floor in the middle of a class, like messing about. Like I think Joe was doing a demo for like a sit up. And I've like crept up behind him and the class are watching. I grab him by the neck and then I'm just thinking, you don't ever see this anywhere else. But then also we're talking about periodizing your training and percentages you should be hitting. So it's kind of like brothers who know their shit.
Yeah.
But can also make it a fun hour.
Trying to find that balance, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's people's.
We're quite good at.
It's their hour that you can switch off. Phones go over there. Because what I forget sometimes that the people have lives outside of the Meadow because we don't. I mean, this is our full day. People have had a full day at work, and this is only an hour of their day. Whereas for us, this is the full day.
And you come in, you get to leave your problems at the door and just.
Whereas this is your problem.
Yeah.
So what do you guys use as an escape then? Like golf?
It's a great question.
Jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is a great escape.
Jiu-jitsu's class.
there's all sorts
Running,
going on.
I've enjoyed. I say just this year probably I've started getting into the running because I think that's just it's free mind and stuff.
Yeah,
You all know that.
headspace.
Yeah, it is complete headspace, and
Runs high.
there's always something to chase with that. But yeah, I think it
Do you do
is.
jiu-jitsu here or do you go somewhere for that?
I was at what is now Summit. I haven't trained in about 2 years now. I was just saying today or yesterday I want to get back to it because it's such an interesting sport. It's
so
physical chess. It's so good, and the fitness is ridiculous. I walked in there when I was probably at my peak fitness. I was training CrossFit all the time. I walked in, and I just got humbled. I just blew up in about 30 seconds, and I was like, I'm fit. What's going on here?
Different types
But
of
it is because it's when you're in a workout, you choose when you let off. When you're rolling with someone, you don't have a choice. If you
They
let off,
choose,
it's game
don't they?
over.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's learning to control and manage your energy and not going like a gun, but actually bide your time, play your move, and yeah, it's such a cool
But
sport.
you do need a break from work.
Yeah.
100% has to.
And you know what? It's a good question because a lot of the time, there's probably not an answer to that. Like we don't switch off. Like
That's
there's
running your own business.
running them exactly.
Suffer with that.
Yeah.
Because what this isn't me with a little violin. I've got the best job in the world, best life in the world. Touch wood, but like you run the business, you coach the classes. We are the face. We've got obviously lots of good coaches now, and it's brilliant. But at the start, people came for us. That was the brand, and then you've got the video editing, and you've got the admin and the messages and the content. It's a lot, but it's also like your baby, isn't it? So it's you love it.
So we love
Yeah, you don't
coaching,
mind
but running a business, less so.
Stick a spreadsheet in front of me, I hate it. But we were saying before, calm and chaos. Like if I've got 20 people in a class and there's 3 new people and 2 are injured, I know bing 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 how to do it, and I'm calm then. Comfortable, calm and chaos and calm. Whereas if you stick
Trying to reconcile your bank statement.
like there's months on end, I don't know what's in the bank. I don't know.
I'm terrible for that as
Yeah.
well, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you put a computer in front of me, I'm like, oh boy. Different language, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's why like people are built to do different things. Like what did Einstein say? If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, they'll forever think it's stupid. Yeah. Like if everyone was like me, we'd have loads of gym instructors and no doctors, accountants. Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
exist.
No, that's what I mean.
We
I
know
think
AI.
being different,
Yeah.
just the beauty of it, isn't it?
Can I go back to the community point? Was that like early days? Was that like a conscious thought to do that, or was it just kind of organically growing that way?
That's a great question. I think it just came naturally that people who came in, a lot of it started with people we know from various things. Like, he's had about 1 million jobs, so he knew people from bar life and from Poke Stars and from wherever else, and they all just know you as your genuine self, and they come in. And
they come for you, don't they? And then realise actually this product is unreal as well.
Right.
But then it's just, I think we got it right with the first few people, and then everyone who comes in, if you don't have that same attitude, you either sort of get weeded out, and it sounds bad, or you think, all right, I'll fall into place with this community. This is cool, and
Such a good point.
you don't get the big egos. You don't get the
It's weird.
It's buy-in, mate. Everyone buys into the same and align on the same
100%.
goal.
Yeah.
And that is to get fit and enjoy themselves whilst doing it. Realistically, when you come to a session in this
So
environment.
true.
And what I think is cool as well, it's just popped into my head. It started like when a new person comes in, we'd greet them at the door and say hello and introduce them. And then it started being when it was a busier class, one of the members would just pop over and like, oh, how's it going? I'm so-and-so for a session. And that was just...
It's beautiful to see. It almost makes you cry thinking about it sometimes, because
That's soft, mate.
it is, isn't it? I tell you what, I'm a very, 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 very soft person.
It's cool.
But the beauty of community is fucking... We'll have an... We have had yeah, it's cool. Like... Members just get it now.
Yeah.
Like if they know someone's new, they'll go over. Like not overly thing. And like,
Because
here's your first
everyone knows
session.
how the first day felt, and it's daunting, and it's
Terrifying.
intimidating, it's scary.
Little
culture,
fist,
though.
little fist bump.
You guys should be so proud of that because you've farmed that culture yourselves. And we can,
And that's coming from a farmer as well.
I take the mick out of you for being soft and have a bit of banter all you want, but seriously, though, it is respectable to people.
It's cool.
When you look at it from an outside view, that you just have built the culture from nothing, and how that's developed is really down to just you guys, really.
It's community.
All your coaches as well.
I feel like it's kind of gone from us and kind of like filtered down to the coaching staff and then the clients. But I'd go for a beer with pretty much every member. There's one. No, there's not. It's not.
Your brother.
But it's
We
just
can't go for it, it just stands there.
yeah. It's 1 or 20. But you would. It's just the environment has just created itself. It's like a monster, which is now just we could go away for a week and kind of know that it will be fine, and the members know that they're getting the same product and maybe a little bit less wrestling on the floor, but it's just
Sometimes that's welcomed, a bit of respite.
from the madness.
Like for you, Martin, have you ever done any CrossFit style workouts, or what would you guys call it?
It's functional fitness. So like people would say, "Oh, what is CrossFit?" And you've got the CrossFit Games on TV, which is like peak level CrossFit. But there's golf, there's
CrossFit.
There's the Masters golf, Tiger Woods, and then there's the pitch and putt. It's still golf. So like with us, it's functional fitness. We do lots of squats and back squats and pressing and pulling. And it's general strength movements done at sometimes high intensity. We've got fitness, strength. Like it's.
I was going to say, we've got it on the wall, on the other side of that wall. Fitter, faster, stronger, and that's it. That's what we aim to do, is get
group training.
fitter, faster, stronger,
Yeah.
functionally fit.
The studies now show about longevity, don't they? That strength's
Big
key
time.
indicator to longevity.
Muscle mass, I think, is a bigger indicator of life
Lifespan.
expectancy than fat mass.
Yeah.
So
Cool. I think even just like it's strengthening your bones and good for your mind and stuff. So you got like the mental benefits, and also if you have a fall when you're 80, right? If you've done pressing, if you strengthened your shoulders and you have to go and fall, or if you're 70 and you're trying to get off the toilet and you've done squats throughout your life, then you're getting off the toilet. So like just
day-to-day exercise.
day to day, like everyone gets up and down off a chair every day, but how many people squat every week?
everything you do is functional, isn't it?
It's mad,
Things on the top shelf, your strict pressing, it's
I think it escalates. I think because obviously you get older, you have a fall that just the recovery slow and the sort of the curve to the ends just happens so much quicker.
You do lots of mentally strong sports, Martin, and do stuff on your own. Do you think you would thrive in an environment where there's multiple people?
I think you would.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I am very much a team.
Are you a team
Yeah,
player
when
in
I've
that
done
sense?
cycling.
When you've done the parish walk and everything, you're on your own.
Yeah,
and you're in that mental battle.
Yeah, no,
Are you
and
okay in this?
I actually don't
environment?
see that as an individual. I think I got taught this a while ago. I think it was Rich Sill who does a bit for Alaman Sport. He was like, "There's no such thing as an individual sport because whatever you're doing, there's always people around. So there might be someone doing their individual thing in the corner, but they're only there because you guys are training them, and there's a team of people around. So I think in the walk, it's people helping you, support, or your family that have let you do all that training and not being at home. They're all part of the team, aren't they?
you're never doing a parish without support team.
No. So no.
Any sport, you're right, aren't you?
But gym generally, clearly, I don't go to the gym. as we'll find out from the lifting later. But probably been, if I look back, and I'd be quite interested to know from a younger mindset. I'm obviously not that much older than you guys, but
there's only a couple of grades.
As a kid, I'd have never gone on a gym. It would have been the most, and that's why I asked the question. It would have been the most intimidating thing, especially since I'm not built to look like I should be in a gym as well. I know a lot of stereotypes, probably less nowadays, but
I still find now gyms are intimidating.
Right.
Like if I was going to a commercial gym, I'd feel completely uncomfortable. And
Why though?
I think even more so now I'm in the fitness space.
Yeah, I agree.
Now I'm like, I feel like there's an expectation.
Of what though?
Well, this is all.
So on him, I almost answer that for him, like especially the both of us. But if you looked at Joe with that coat on, you wouldn't realise that he's probably going to bang out 20 muscle ups, like handstand press ups, can run a marathon, can squat fairly heavy. Like for us, it's. I think back in the day when you have all the muscle mags and stuff, there was a certain, this is what fitness is, and like it's bodybuilders, but potentially the most, not the most, but some of the most unhealthy people in the world would be a bodybuilder. Do you know, when you're on stage, you're at your leanest. The girls have lost their cycle. Like as soon as they're finished, they're like, right, I'm gonna have 20 bags of donuts because it's a look. Whereas what we are, it's
a lifestyle.
Performance, yeah. So a CrossFitter is, if you stick 10 events in front of them, they're probably going to come first or second in every single thing. So there's looking a certain way. So yeah, we would go into the gym and not be the biggest person in there, but you asked us to do 10 things and you could probably do it.
Which is bananas, by the way.
Yeah.
I've trained in commercial gyms.
Yeah.
And if I came somewhere like that, I could probably only do fucking 6 pull-ups.
That's what I mean, yeah. It's just training for function. That's functional fitness. It's not training for a look.
Fit.
Yeah.
Fit, which
That's what I mean.
100%.
Yeah.
You got to be honest with yourself.
100%.
Can't lift my own ass off the floor.
When I came in today, I'd just been for a run. I did a run on the prom and I came in my shorts. And one of the fellas, he was like, how do you lift the weights you do with those little legs? I'm taking it as a compliment, I think.
Backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
It's function, and I think that's quite cool to know that, like, you may not look the biggest person in here, but let's show you. I mean, let's... Function over looks 100%, and I say to people, even if you're wanting to look a certain way, if you train to get fit, fast and strong, the byproduct of that is that you'll look unbelievable.
I think that's quite interesting.
Yeah. Train for function and you'll get the aesthetics there.
I've got neither, as you'll find out shortly.
I don't know. I think you need a bit of self-confidence.
Yeah, now when it comes to pull-up,
grows in the gym, man. Once you start edging up on your PBs, you're a bit like, okay, we're moving now. The ball's rolling, and that's what gets addictive. Realistically, is that
so cool?
Someone like Martin might come in and say, "Oh well, I'm not that strong. I'm not that." Coming here for 6 weeks, and you probably start making massive improvements, which is part of your job as trainers.
And whether it's Martin, who's 4 weeks in, or one of our members who's been here or has been doing CrossFit for 10 years, your 1 kilo PB and their 1 kilo PB are exactly the same. Do you know what I mean? And what's cool is you've got like 50, 60-year-old women in here that are like, I'm back squat PB today. And I'm like, that's so cool. You think, maybe in commercial gyms or other environments, I'm just going to sit on the bike. I'm just going to take it easy because I'm old. But no chance. Like, you're going to PB your back squat today because it's going to be safe. And we've taught you how to do it properly over weeks and months.
Taught you how to bail correctly. So you know you're safe. Even if you get stuck at the bottom, you know how to get out of it without hurting yourself. It gives you the confidence to fail. Because fail is important. Everyone fails.
You don't learn unless you fail.
In order to progress.
There's a tattoo there, isn't there, somewhere?
Seriously, there's a lot to learn in that space.
100%.
So what does the next couple of years look like for you fellas, really? When you look here now, you've hit this milestone, and you think to yourself, what's next?
I feel like that's one of the things we've never had is a 5-year. Do you know how people have 5-year, 10-year plan? We've always gone with this.
I think because we live in the moment, which is cool. Like, if we can just keep helping people day on day. Like, it'd be nice to have a bit of money in the bank one day.
Yeah.
But like, obviously that's important, but for us it's just doing your job and helping people. Like, we have the best life, we have the best like day to day. I think moving into here, it's made us realise we've gone from like renting an industrial unit to actually having a facility. It's proper. We've got like 4 rooms, we've got an upstairs, it's
reception.
Yeah, it's a proper setup. Which is
More floor space here than your old place.
Yeah.
Massively.
Yeah. Double nearly. I think to just keep doing what we're doing and helping people realistically. Don't know, branch out a little bit, maybe compete in some more bits ourselves, but
Do you train there yourselves, both of you train?
yeah.
Sporadically, don't we?
Yeah.
Sporadically, we have.
Well, it's hard if you run classes, isn't it?
It depends, because when I was in my marathon phase, I was doing not a lot, just a bit of bulletproof and a bit of injury prevention stuff, and then doing loads of running. But then, and the same with the jiu-jitsu, I wasn't doing loads of strength training, but there's been periods when 6 days a week we train.
Yeah.
Periods where
It's funny, what did you
no
mention?
days a week we train.
You mentioned the other week, didn't you? You said probably the 2 people who've made the least progress in the gym is probably us too.
We were watching a load of videos back from when we
21.
to now.
Absolutely
and it's
jacked.
like people have. It's like on Pokemon when they evolve into a different creature. It's like, honestly, the growth on some of these people.
It's going to go off in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. So the growth in some of these people has been insane, and then me and him have just looked the same for 4 years.
The thing is just putting, like, we still absolutely practice what we preach. Do you know what I mean? You're still, if you want heavy back squats, 100%.
People don't follow you if you don't practice.
No,
If they said, them two don't train, then it's...
But we do. We jump into workouts all the time.
and just to show that you can still throw it down, but we're putting clients first, and our training. I say it comes second, but that's actually wrong, because if I don't train for a few days, you'll know about it.
Do you know
Like
what- do you know the
angry
head
bastard,
slam?
horrible.
I find that if I don't train, mate, it's more of a mental battle than
Mental.
Do you think? I don't know people actually train not even for their own. They train for their head.
For sanity.
There's so many
But
people
today,
like that.
I am not a lazy piece of shit. And I'm training and I'm doing something that's
So cool. Winning that mental battle, isn't it?
I know you were saying before about training in the morning. Just start your day right. And I used to very rarely train in the morning, but then the times that I did, I was like, I'm a better person. When
do
I
this
train in the
every
morning.
day, don't you,
I do
then?
so much more stuff. I'm a happier, more productive person when I train in the morning. And I've started implementing it now that I train at 7:30 in the morning. It's not too early, but it'll do.
You like morning?
I'm a productivity out the morning.
Yeah. And like
It builds momentum, I think, for your day.
eating the frogs, first thing, isn't it? Doing the hard thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's 100%. Like
100%.
eating the frog, have you heard that? Yeah. Eat the frog. That's like doing the hardest thing at the start, and then enjoying the rest of the day.
Yeah, it makes the things you have to do later in the day easier because you've done the one thing. We don't really want to train as a rally. We want to all be sat on the couch, don't we?
Until we're like
Eating
coaching at
lots
6 a.m. and then it's different, innit?
Until
You
the
think,
afternoon comes, you've got 2 frogs to eat.
like, fucking hell, just a line of frogs.
Do you find the people that you coach in the morning, the type of people that you coach in the morning, are different
Lunatics.
types of people that you coach in the evening?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
you have 2 different separate groups. So if you ever were to mingle the 2, the 6 a.m.ers, for example, 6 to 8 in the morning, and then maybe the 4 till 7s at night.
100%.
I think
people?
the 6 a.m.s to the 7 a.m.s are different
It's
people.
like for you to, we say it in the nice way possible, lunatics. Like if you're up for getting here at 5:45 in the morning every morning, some of them live in Maccles, and like for them, training at the start of their day is so necessary to them. You're getting the hardest workout sometimes of an hour, but you know that they'll be there 6 a.m. So they're the kind of people that need that. Like when we've been shut for like snow and we've had to shut the gym, I've said to him, like, what are them 6 a.m.s going to do? Because you do think they need that.
Climb all.
Some people it's different. You might have kids, so they can only be here at 12 or 4:30, but you do see different. But it's also beautiful because we've got however many members, and totally different people from 6 to 7 to 9 to 12. It's class.
That would fascinate me, I would go down
It's like a little study, isn't it?
I would go down rabbit holes in that sort of psychology of the different types of people.
It's so interesting because you've got so many different professions in the same session as well, but they're all the same on the gym floor. Everyone's the same, and I think that's cool as well.
Yeah, we've had someone even who we'll keep the context out of it, but someone who works in law, in the courts, and someone who was sent to jail from that person and back squatting in the same session, and like fist bump, and in here everything's fine.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's cool though. You can have a builder, you can have the lawyers, you can have accountants, you can have unemployed, you can have Joe, and like it's all in here. You're the same.
I fall into unemployed.
You get a fist bump and it's all cool. Like even back to that, we've got a 6:30 p.m. who are just leaving when you guys come in, and like some of them depends where you live. You're getting home at 7:45, 8, then having your tea. So even them to train at that time every day,
It's a commitment.
that's their hour. That's as much as a commitment as 6 a.m. in it, but
Different sides of the day.
different ends of the spectrum. So we're very blessed with the members that we've got and I suppose the life that we live, aren't you, really?
Yeah. That would again.
We talked earlier about coming into a gym, and obviously two fellas running a gym. Have you ever found, obviously you have a great women's membership.
Yeah.
Was that a challenge early days because it was men running the gym?
Interestingly, no.
Well, I think boys, in fairness. But.
Oh, yeah.
Boys to men, isn't it?
It's our highest percentage of members is female, I think.
Yeah.
And a lot of mums.
We ran some stats last year, and it was
crazy.
Maybe like 60% females.
Yeah.
33% mums, so we are a third mum in the Meadow. So cool.
A lot of parents.
The mum was Meadow, do you know what I mean? And it's just an environment that they love it. Like it's friendly, it's fun, and it's tough, and they all shared suffering.
I was saying again today when we were doing a little video, I was like, one of my favourite things to do is making people a better parent. Do you know, if you can run with your kids, you can lift your kid up, you can all that sort of stuff. It makes you a better parent. It makes you more capable as a mum and a dad. So I think that's a big reason as to why. And a lot of them bring the kids down. The kids will sit or they'll watch and
Play in the park.
yeah.
Monkey see, monkey do, innit?
Monkey do.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned you had kids in the gym, rather than sitting around as well. So is that the classes you have?
We've got a lot of kids these days, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got age 3 to teen. For the kids.
So we run from age 3 all the way up. So we have Sundays 4 hours back to back. So we have
Sundays are mad for
the 3 till 6 year olds and the 7 till 9 and the 10 till 12 and then the teens. So
it's a day of unrest. Big time.
It's mad because
But it's the best 4 hours of the week because they are just lunatics, and seeing them jump on a box, it makes their day. And there's parents send us videos of the kids that be jumping on the sofa or they'd be doing handstands against the door, and
that's the thing.
when they see fitness as fun, it builds those healthy habits for life.
Like you said about going into a gym and it's intimidating. Well, if they come in from 3 and all they know is that the gym is a fun space, then think what the next 25 years is going to look like for them. They know they associate gym with fun and gym with like doing cool things,
healthy habits.
Yeah, they come in and the 3-year-olds like running around before the session, they're jumping on things and they're so buzzing.
And the parents bringing kids to because they may be doing another sport to bring some general fitness or also
a lot of it,
maybe an outlet for the kid as well. Perhaps a bit,
of course.
Injury prevention, probably.
Injury prevention.
You get a lot of ADHD kids. It's the perfect outlet as someone with ADHD. You understand that.
It's cool that I can say to them, look, like ADHD, it's a superpower if you use it correctly. Like it's beautiful. But going back to what you said about the parents, I've had parents message me saying that I used you, Danny and Joe. So if you're naughty, I'll tell Danny and Joe. And they're like, no. Like it's for them, the gym and the Meadow and us is such a big part of their life, and it's humbling. Actually, it's quite cool.
If you started training at 3 years old, like
how many pull-ups you could do?
It's built into your body formation, isn't it? You sort of grow into that. It's like your muscle memory. If you played football since a young age, your body grows
or anything,
and develops in a sense to play football.
Yeah, there's lots of false studies as well. Like maybe 10, 15 years ago, that training is unhealthy or it stunts your growth. But it's completely untrue. Like
as long as you got mass load on it.
But mass load and under progressive overload is fine.
They get enough time to recover and they're not under fueling.
Yeah, like kids will climb trees, we'll be picking up bikes, we'll be doing crazy shit. And so if we can get them
better
squatting, like if you ever watched a 2-year-old or baby do a squat and just sit down, their mobility is perfect.
Their positioning is
like and if you just build that over time and get them stronger and stronger in relation to their body, it's healthy. It's all just so like everyone should train. I say
that is controversial,
100%, and it is. And there's so many studies that have proven that it's safe. Obviously, I'm not going to get a 4-year-old under a 50-kilo bar and ask them to do a back squat, but if they learn to squat with a stick and then a little 5-kilo bar and their technique is perfect, and over time they build them reps, then they love it. And you think, seeing some of the new parents come in and watch some of the kids and be like, is that great? But it's absolutely fine. I'm watching bang 10 reps out.
Yeah, and you guys have to stand by that motto, I suppose, and prove it.
Yeah.
Because it is a controversial.
Yeah.
You guys have to align yourselves with it and go,
yeah.
We're going to nut ourselves into this and see where it takes us.
And how many kids have been injured through training with us? None. There's a few that jump too high on the boxes, and they
A
just
couple of shin scars from hitting the box,
okay.
but the coolest thing is as well, they handle it better than the adults.
Yeah.
They'll smash the shin. There's been a kid who's like smashed the shin. There's a big graze on the shin from jumping on the box. Just gets off, jumps back on it. I'm like,
what's the best thing to do now? I'm going to get back on the box, and it's sick. It's
again, that's what habits is that teaching? Like mindset is that teaching you that it happens, failure happens, but as long as you overcome it, it's not a negative. It's so cool.
just building tough kids, aren't we? There's no iPad kids, no furries in this gym, is there?
The men only produces monsters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And do you not let people take phones sort of over the border?
Like, so, yes and no. Like, if we're doing something like that's a max or we're going for a PB back, we've got a tripod over there, and of course, like, film yourself, or I can film it, but no, it's definitely not. If you see in a commercial gym, people do 10 reps and then everyone's got headphones on and no one speaks to each other. But with us, it's you do your 10 reps and then maybe there's 4 of them on that bar over there. They're chatting about the day and then asking about the kids or, how's so-and-so? And like, it's a present hour. It's so cool. No one's on the phone. No one's, like I said, they'll film it and put it back.
Yeah. I was having a conversation this morning about it with Andy, and he was saying, I feel like I perform at least 50% worse on a session when I'm messing around on my phone for whatever. It's
proven.
And you're just not present. You're not. You're not got that same intensity, that same intent of. Focus on what you're doing.
I do have quite a funny question. It just popped into my head.
Surprising Percy.
Yeah, and just it just dawned on me where did the name The Meadow come from?
Great point.
Fantastic. It was me. So it's a less exciting answer. We were in Hills Meadow. So the first gym was in Hills Meadow, and we didn't have a name at the start. And I said, "What, The Meadow?" And like we didn't even get it confirmed. And then one of the members said, "The Meadow," and like it's just hearing someone else say it. I'm like, "That's it."
It's cool.
And then just stuck, didn't it?
Good.
You like the farmer connection, do you?
I was just
feel like home,
thinking, like grass.
Yeah. We've got some Astro over there.
Yeah, I've got some.
That'll do, yeah.
But there's one pet hate when people call it the Meadows.
Oh, yeah.
That sends shivers
definitely
down my spine. The Meadows.
Meadows now.
There's plural, yeah. Well, last year we had 2 gyms. So
We
we
did have 2 gyms.
we bought.
They were the Meadows collectively.
Yeah. So we had Meadow Douglas and Meadow West.
Yeah.
So which one of the Meadows? And I thought, well, it still sounds shit, but there was 2 gyms, but the Meadow.
The Meadow.
Yeah. Because when we moved to the park last month, someone said, "Are you going to call it Meadow in the park or the park?" I said, "The Meadow's just a brand now. It's kind of, it's got its own culture and its own personality in it."
Yeah.
So
certainly what I hear
it's
about
stuck.
it. You've done a bit of fundraising before as well, Dan.
We have. We did a naked calendar
Kit off, yeah.
in 2021.
Tackles out.
We got the tackles out. So
The community got a lot closer during those photo shoots.
we were looking at doing another one this year, but it got pushed back. So we did a charity naked calendar for Man and Cancers. So I wanted to raise money for, I think I said cancer research, and someone said, well, there's actually a Manx charity on the Isle of Man that does the same stuff. And we're having to think what we can do, and I think it had a male mental health kind of theme, because men don't
I think
talk.
at the
Do
time
they?
there was someone in the gym who'd gone through
Was a client.
a scare, and
There was myself.
Yeah.
I was, I think I've had a lump. Luckily, it turned out to be non-cancerous, but that was a mini scare. There was another member at a scare, and I thought, fuck it, we're doing it. So, I think we raised 5-6 grand for cancer research, or for Man and Cancers.
all by getting naked.
And the funniest thing about that is, obviously, on the calendar, on the calendar, you don't see everything. Everything's covered with a little prop or a little chalk, bit of chalk from the pool table. But when you're in it, it's not all covered, is it? So the cameraman gets the perfect angle where it's all covered. But the 12 lads in the shoot are now a lot closer to each other.
Really?
Sounds like people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
Rugby showers.
just like the rugby showers. But fundraising's massive, isn't it? And it's something that we're definitely going to do again.
Good
Because I
job,
know
Lion,
you've
as
done
well,
a lot
isn't it?
yourself.
We're actually,
Not getting naked though. Although saying that, just to fill a story while Percy and I are laughing at each other. Percy rang me this morning. I had my phone in the shower, and it was just listening to a podcast, and it was ringing away. I could see it on my phone, on my wrist, because it's connected. I was like, obviously, don't answer that. And then I thought it stopped ringing, and then all I heard was, "Hey boy."
So that's what you want to hear in the shower, innit? Percy Hampton.
He video rang me.
What's the Skeet?
He video rang me.
So was it propped up against the wall, was it?
No, luckily not. No, luckily,
Martin's eyes, you can see his eyes.
luckily, I turned the camera upwards. So,
Terrifying. But
so we nearly started the camera work.
I mean, that'd have been a bit of team building for you two before going into the podcast. You know? Yeah. I'm gonna say
Seeing a new side of me.
a very, very new side, but it's
Very
definitely
cold in that
something that we'd want to do more of.
Definitely. We did the thing with Ash the other day.
Oh, yeah.
We're actually collaborating with Plan on the 28th. Yeah.
Yeah, so
he's
this
doing
week.
that run, isn't he? So that'd be nuts.
Yeah, just touching on that briefly. 12 marathons in 12 days is
Savage, innit?
Yeah, no, that is bananas.
Yeah, bananas. Like I've never ran a marathon before, but no chance. Like you've done one,
Yeah.
but he's a lunatic, lovely, lovely fella. Ash, so wish him all the best.
Cool.
But
no,
how far did you say you ran with him before?
I ran a mile round Douglas in a pair of wellies.
Okay.
I saw the wellies.
It felt like 7 because my wellies are so bloody heavy.
Blame the wellies.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
You must have
what
got
was it?
size
Just
12s?
was it just a little identity thing? It's pretty funny, isn't
It was
it?
trying to do something. The way I like to try and pull people's best sides out and to show him the best possible.
Well,
way
cool.
Was to have a cool contrast, and the contrast.
That's
there was that
unbelievable.
I'm a big hairy dude who runs around in wellies and shorts quite often.
Fantastic.
And he's looking like a professional runner.
Yeah.
And it worked. It got
It did.
17,000 views. It
Madness.
Really? That's mad.
promoted him, and I do that for free because I enjoy doing it.
Well, funny.
It's quite
And
a laugh. And
for an unreal cause as well for the hospice, isn't it?
exactly. So
Well,
I don't want anything for this. No. Let's go out and have a crack, have a giggle, and see what happens.
I think more of that stuff needs to happen. Do you know, like just miking up and just blokes having a chat, whether it's in the gym or going for a run or
Push each other. Good for people.
well, cool.
Like, you know what I
100%.
mean? Like that. Competition's great because it pushes everyone forward.
Yeah.
However, you also want the best for people who are in your space as
There's
well.
enough of
because-
everything to go around.
Yeah,
100%.
it's on the
It's,
island.
it's manageable.
Yeah.
But this stigma of Manx crabs and people pulling you down, it has to
So
stop.
true.
You need people to get you by the side of the wing. No matter if it's CrossFit, you're pumping out back squats in here, you need someone to give you a slap on the arse and say,
100%.
come on, you got another 2 left.
Yeah.
Whether that's that or doing a video or something, it all correlates together to make a better environment on the Isle of Man.
It's just nice to be
We
nice.
had
innit?
it in here, didn't we, when we were trying to open the gym? There was someone objected to our planning because they're like, I believe it's one of those CrossFit gyms where they'll be running around the park topless and like. What would you rather see? Would you rather see someone sat outside the cafe having a smoke, or would you rather see people bettering themselves, running around the park and exercising? It's a perfect role model for your children.
And
it's like
health is wealth, isn't it? Like,
Having a ciggy and a pint at 2 in the afternoon or going
Don't get me wrong.
It's
You're all welcome to your pints and cigarettes.
yeah.
Partial to,
But
drink
trying to
yourself,
just better the community and better Onken and
Yeah.
doing something like this, so it's
massive.
the Onken mafia, innit? 100%. But like,
We live 500 meters away from you. That's
yeah, sub 2 minutes.
cool, isn't it? How cool is that?
Yeah.
So as Onken boys, for this to come round full
bread,
circle,
rolling
it's
Onken.
fucking beautiful, innit?
Full
But
circle.
I'd love
Yeah.
to do something with the track out there. I know when I was part of the cycling association, we were looking at
be
it.
cool, Velodrome, wouldn't it?
Just anything.
Anything in there.
The stock car's still on.
Yeah, they still are on a Monday. I can
We've
hear it every time.
teased the idea, haven't we, of running a High Rocks event inside, that, like, so you could run around the track, have all the stations set up along the grass. And
Yeah, we'd love to run a massive
or a big
fitness event in the
CrossFit
summer.
event or something like that. A big fitness event on there would just be class.
And
We
then-
have had some talks.
Well, I know a lot of
people-
people travel from the island away from them, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
There's
exactly.
definitely be appetite.
To get people in there seeing how fun fitness can be.
Yeah.
And it's not just 3 sets of 10 on a machine.
Yeah.
They'd be like, fuck, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's something. But there's definitely loads coming up, isn't there?
That's cool.
Big time.
And that's a nice way to start wrapping this up with.
Yeah, for
man.
sure.
Well, I think
100%.
we're going to hit the gym, aren't we?
Oh, are we?
You're going to show us
there.
some tricks of the trade.
Funny to watch. I said,
What?
I think you'll be pretty good on the bike. I think you'll be pretty good.
I'm going to smoke you on the bike.
I think I'd love to. We'll do 30 seconds. 30-second max cal. You've got a cyclist.
Well, give
A cyclist versus
everything
a
else you
jacked
have me.
farmer.
Who do you think?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
There you go,
Bike.
10 quid. Percy versus Martin. 30-second max cal bike.
Okay.
What bike? Echo or C2?
Well, I don't
I'm
know.
not
what
arse. I know I beat him in either, so it's all
Well,
I think C2
I'm a little
makes
worried
it
just
better.
30 seconds because It probably pops quickly.
I think 30 seconds.
You know what the defib is, so it sounds.
A minute to 2 minutes.
It's worth the watch anyway.
He's got big old lungs, big old bloody branches of legs, hasn't he? Tree trunk legs.
What's also, I suppose, before we chuck the cap over here, what's next for what's the Skeet and the M Word podcast as well for you boys?
I've never been asked that question.
Yeah.
Podcast guest.
No.
No, I want you to go first on that, I think.
Probably like you guys, there never was really a long-term plan. I mean, we talk about community here and it's dead cheesy, and I know Percy's the same. I'm not to speak for him, but just chatting to people and understanding the work that goes in behind the scenes for so many different things, whether it's helping sport, doing sport, running gyms. It's a business, but the reality is you go way above and beyond. And I think the conversations are interesting, and I think a lot of it gets lost in the bigger, we call it, might have people moaning about stuff. It's like, I mean, we all have a moment from time to time, but it's just what value in life does that really bring? It's very little. So why not just support, help, and when you're in trouble, and I've only got to know Percy, for example, over the last 5 months, but if I had an urgent matter now,
so I mean, you'd ring him and he'd be there.
Can you be
100%.
there? And it's just, you want that from really any part of the community, don't you?
Because how often will the four blokes sit and have a talk about their life? You don't. Like, a podcast is a good way of doing it, because that's what you do when you sat here to talk. But more people should just sit and chat. Do you know what I mean?
It does. Podcast, whether you're the host point of view or the guest point of view.
Yeah, because we didn't know what you were going to ask.
You have to jog your brain's got to be thinking and on the ball and trying to portray from here to here is
100%.
as easy as what people think, because everyone's used to portraying here.
Yeah, you get a lot more
Breaks my
thinking
heart,
time when
mate.
you're doing that. But this is.
And like with your podcast as well, so I've watched so many episodes of, because they're totally different. Yours is like sports and performance and mindset, and I've watched lots of good episodes on yours. And then with your podcast, I've had lots of mates on there. I've had like Dan Looney, Danny Cretney. You've had the riders on there. Like, it's just funny to just watch people in their element and just being raw. It's so good.
They used to talk about himself.
And also
Andy Bass as well, legend.
Learning there's more depth to someone than just, he's the guy who owns the gym, he's the cyclist.
Yeah.
There's more to them.
Understanding
They're all actual
podcasts
people.
are rising. And for what's a Skeet really, the next couple of months is looking to develop. We've got the tractor run coming up, which is huge, which Martin is kindly involved in as well. That's going to be massive. So we're doing the first tractor pool karaoke that we've done on the island, man. So, so we've got 5 guests each evening. So the tractor run generally lasts about 3 hours. So every 25 minutes or so, I'll stop, pick a new guest up, one get out, one get in.
I like that.
Some serious content, that, innit?
Having a laugh.
Some of the guests, excluding myself, are quality as well. Like, are really high profile people on the Alaman.
No way.
Very cool.
Be singing.
Wow.
Yeah, we haven't released the guest list as of yet.
No, please don't.
It is in the making, and things like that, trying to involve the community. And the whole point of it is to see the perspective of the tractor run from the special side of it, because it's really great watching tractors drive past, but it lasts 2 seconds. What really special is actually being at the camp and seeing all the kids waving.
It's cool,
kids
isn't it?
going crazy, and trying to capture that on camera and portray that over is the goal. And it's all for charity. So
Mate, well cool.
You know what? Why not?
What is your karaoke song of choice?
Oh, wow. I would love, and we can have a 10-second rendition. That'd be unreal.
I know what yours is, Danny.
Always my way.
Santa baby.
Oh yeah, festive.
Hurry down the chimney.
No, there you go.
That's why he's getting seen.
So it doesn't need them. Cancel them.
That's got to be the go-to on the track.
No way.
Horses all the lights as well.
No way.
But top men.
Hey, well, thanks very much for having us on. I appreciate it, and thanks for coming down.
Well,
Can't wait to meet you on the bike.
yeah, whatever.
Well,
Let's get this done.
let's have a go.
this.
Let's do it.
Thank you, boys.
Right, you're getting it, Mark.